Blink Publishing presents My Thoughts Exactly, written and read by Lily Allen. Introduction. First, a few facts. They're important because this isn't a normal memoir where you find everything out in the order that it happened. I'm too young to write my life story, and I've got no interest in remembering event after event after event. This is how much of this book would read if I did that. Got up, hair, makeup, clothes, studio, shoot, performance. Emails, went out, performed, worked, partied, got on aeroplane, tour bus, in car, did it all again, then again, and again. Cycle interrupted by birthing and looking after children before doing it all again. To a degree. It's the degree that I'm interested in, the things in my life that changed events, upended things, and upset the cart. Sometimes these were external events I had no control over. My son George was born 3 months prematurely, but had already died inside me. I was stalked for 7 years and felt my life threatened by someone with a severe mental illness, then witnessed his trial. I've been through episodes of mental ill health myself, so I felt for him despite what he did to me, as it's no fucking picnic. I've been sexually harassed as an adult by someone in a position of power whom I trusted, and I was taken advantage of sexually as a young teenager by men that should have known better. Turns out it's an all too common experience. Me too. Sometimes it was me, myself, who wreaked havoc on my own life, as you'll see. Self-destructive. By contrast, some of the things that have changed my life have been more joyous than I could have ever imagined. I have 2 daughters, Ethel and Marnie. I've had success in a career known for its ruthlessness, and which thrives by rejecting most of its applicants, eschews internships, and dispenses with training. But I've found a path through it. I've been showered with kindness and generosity. I've been spoilt. I've been invited everywhere, made to feel welcome, and I've often been applauded, sometimes by tens of thousands of people. I've played the pyramid stage at the Glastonbury Festival, not once, but 3 times. Get me. But the same industry that rewarded me has also been punitive. This is not a complaint, not here anyway, but a fact. I'll explain more as we go along. I've been bullied and pilloried and humiliated in public by the press. The tabloids, as we all know well, especially after the Leveson inquiry, operate on a venal, pernicious, dishonest and abusive basis. Young people, women especially, are easy fodder for them to bully, especially when we are new to fame and success and a bit puffed up with the novelty of it all, while still being naive and easily bruised, quick to take offence and easy to bait. I've taken the bait sometimes. I've learnt some difficult lessons and made a load of mistakes, but I've also been spied on and followed and had my words twisted into lies, and that has been paralysing and isolating. I've made friends through work and lost them, but I've also got friends I've had since I was a small child, and that's a blessing. In fact, mostly I've been surrounded by love, even when I felt profoundly unlovable. We all live with shadows. Mine have been magnified somewhat because I'm in the public eye, but I don't claim them to be darker than anyone else's. It's just that I can only talk about my own, and at times they've felt pitch black. Sometimes I made them darker than they needed to be, but it can be hard to let the light in when you're troubled, and I've been troubled. This is the story of all those times and my thoughts about them. It's not a straight memoir. It's not even a straight story. Is any? It is my story. It's entirely true to me, but I don't claim it to be the only truth. For example, my brother will have his own version of events, even though we were born 16 months apart and grew up next to each other. So will my ex-husband, even though we were together for 6 years, much of that time happily, and had 3 children together, and had to bury one. We bring up our daughters together, still. So, this is me. I am Lily Allen. I was born in 1985. I'm a songwriter and a singer, a mother, a daughter, sister, homemaker. I was once a wife. I'm someone's girlfriend. That someone is called Dan. He's a musician too. I'm an activist, socially and politically. I'm a tweeter. I'm a Labour voter. I'm a writer. I've been a success and a failure. I'm unqualified and mostly self-taught. I didn't go to university, I didn't do A-levels, I didn't sit a single GCSE. I didn't grow up in a particularly musical household, but performance was always around me. The media world was never a special or glamorous beacon, but my norm. My mum, Alison Owen, is a film producer. My dad, Keith Allen, is an actor, comedian and documentary maker. My stepdad for a time was the comedian Harry Enfield. I've got an older half-sister called Sarah,